Hey there everybody, how you doing? I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. So I wanted to jump onto this thread that was started by my very good friend, Mr. Chris Propfe, and a lot of my other friends seem to be jumping on it. It's ranking the studio albums from Kiss from the 1980s. So I have been a card-carrying member of the Kiss Army since 1976 when I was 11 years old. So I have my opinions on Kiss. And let's go ahead and do this ranking. Coming in at number 8, Hot in the Shade. One of my least favorite Kiss albums, but granted, I love Kiss. Okay, so even though I say this is one of my least favorite Kiss albums and it's my least favorite of the 80s, it's still got some stuff on here I like. It just came out at a time when I was kind of becoming disinterested in a lot of music like this, and so I never really got into it. I think it's ridiculous how many songs are on here. They should have edited it down, and it would have made it for a better listen. So, still has some good stuff. Coming in at number 7, an album that I ended up liking more than I used to, and that would be Crazy Nights by Kiss. This is one of their more cheesy albums, and I know that's saying something considering we're talking about Kiss. But I like a lot of the stuff on here. I love the title track, Crazy, Crazy Nights. I'll Fight Hell to Hold You, Bang, Bang You. It's so dumb, but I love it. No, 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 Hell or High Water. I love that song. When Your Walls Come Down, Reason to Live, Good Girl Gone Bad. I like that a lot. Turn on the Night, Thief in the Night. Not quite crazy about that. They're not bad though, but this is just a fun album. To me, this is a fun Kiss album. Very 80s sounding. Coming in at number 6 from, 84, I believe. Kiss, Animalize. This has so much good stuff. I am not that big of a fan of Mark St. John's guitar playing a lot of times. It sounds kind of generic to me. Rest in peace. But he still does some good stuff on here. And this has a lot of good songs on here, including opening up with I've Had Enough, Into the Fire. Holy cow, that's a great song. One of their best songs. Get All You Can Take. I love that song. That is great. Heaven's on Fire, of course, that's a catchy version of Honky Tonk Woman, kind of like a heavy metal version. Under the Gun, man, this has a lot of great stuff on here. I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't have ranked this higher now that I say that. I love Animalize. I'm doing this kind of quick. Next up, an album that when it first came out was not a fan because of the age I was. Kiss was kind of changing a lot of other things I was getting into. But I have grown to really like this album, and that is Kiss Unmasked. Definitely a different sounding album, especially because of the production, I think. I always wonder, what would this album have sounded like if Eddie Kramer produced it? This is Kiss's kind of more pop album stuff, but I like so many of the songs on here. Easy As It Seems, Is That You? I love that song. Naked City, Shandy. I don't care. I like Shandy. She's So European. Talk to Me. It's got great A songs. I love the song. Talk to Me and Two Sides of the Coin. What Makes the World Go Round? Not that big of a fan of that. Or You're All That I Want. Not so much that. Torpedo Girl. So dorky, but I love it. I love the way that song has that weird oddball timing on that. So that's a good one. Next, from 1985. Wait a minute. I need to put on these purple sunglasses for this one because these are kind of 80s looking. Kiss Asylum. Wow, I love this one. This is great. What a great sounding record. This is Eric Carr's beast right here. King of the Mountain, when he starts that out, that is fantastic. This is another cheesy album, but man, it works, it rocks. It's definitely heavier than what the cover looks like, for sure. I like it. Kiss Asylum. Coming in at number 3, a fantastic album. Okay, I'll take these off now. This I should have been saying which tours I saw him on, because I've already seen him on some of these. But definitely saw him on this one. The first one with no makeup, right? Lick It Up. God, this has got some great stuff on it. Starting out with Exciter. That is fantastic. Got some of my favorite Gene Simmons songs. Not for the Innocent and Young and Wasted. I love that. Those are a couple of my favorite of his songs. I mean, just favorite of all time, not just right here. Of course, it's got Lick It Up, Give Me More. All Hell's Breaking Loose is so dorky, but I love it. I love that song. A Million to One. One of Paul Stanley's best vocals. Fits Like a Glove by Gene. That's great. Dance All Over Your Face. Yeah, not so much. And On the Eighth Day. I like it. It's kind of clunky. But this, a terrific, terrific sounding, heavy album. Lick It Up. Coming in at number 2. And I don't care if this is divisive or what anybody says. Music from the Elder. I love it. I love this album. I have loved it since it came out. I always will. I think it's a fantastic job by the band, taking a chance, doing something different. Eric Carr's debut. Wow. Man, this has got some good stuff. It's got Dark Light by Ace. One of my favorite Ace Frehley songs. The Oath. Man, what a kick-ass song that is. Only You, Under the Rose. I love it. I love the production on this, too. Mr. Blackwell, A World Without Heroes, Odyssey. I mean, this is just fantastic. Like I say, I love the way Eric Carr plays on this one, and everybody does good. I know it's kind of a mixed bag of who's playing what, but fantastic, fantastic album. I love The Elder. I can listen to that thing from start to finish. Coming in at number 1, Did You Guess by my shirt, right? The first time I got to see this band from 1982, Creatures of the Night, right? Just a ball-busting, crunchy album. This was their album that they made because they had gone into the toilet as far as fans were concerned, right? Because a lot of people didn't like this. Nobody bought it. I bought it. The hardcore Kiss fans bought it, but nobody else did. So you had Unmasked, and then you had The Elders. So they came back with Creatures of the Night, one of their heaviest albums that they have done. Of course, everybody talks about the drums sounding so big and everything, and they do. But it's got great songs on here, and Paul's got some great vocals. All the Gene songs on here are good. Of course, he's got his big hit War Machine. The song itself, Creatures of the Night, the opening track, man, I love that. That is great. There's not a bad song on here. I love every song. So that's my number 1 from the 80s, Creatures of the Night by Kiss. I'm sure some of you disagree. I mean, I know some of you do, right? That's only human nature, but that's the way I see it. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.